makes me wanna holler, go away. I need more peace and hope and love. Where do I find it in this crazy old world? I need strategies, strategies for living radio. Your dose of radio rehab. Strategies for living radio. Every time I listen, Lauren and David share strategies for living, and it makes me aware. I've got strategies for living, strategies for living radio. Your dose of radio rehab. Strategies for living radio. Your dose of radio rehab. Strategies for living radio.
Oh, we need them. Yeah. Don't you know we need those strategies for living. So are you ready? You ready for your daily dose of radio rehab?
Well, I'm ready today.
I know you're ready today. We got one
of our favorite people.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, folks, welcome into another edition of Strategies for Living. I'm Dr. David McMillian. She is psychotherapist, PLPC Lauren Leon McMillian. This may be the last day that I can say that.
It may be.
Yeah, I can't say any more than that, but we'll more news coming. And Dr. Stacie Slabaugh. That's why Lauren is so excited.
I was just about to jump in and say, when is that going to change?
Well,
soon. Hopefully.
Soon.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
To be revealed.
To be revealed.
To be determined.
Yeah.
So, Stacie Slabaugh, Dr. Stacie Slabaugh, Balanced Life Wellness Center, one of our sponsors. Thank you. And talk about innovative healing places in Shreveport, Bossier City.
Well, I
My
try. Thank
goodness.
Yeah.
And the things that, how many years now?
I have been, this is 3 years at my current location.
Okay.
Since 2019 in practice.
And, we are so blessed here in the Shreveport, Bossier City area that you decided to go the route that you've gone. Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about a lot of that today and the things that you do and why you do the things you do. But the Balanced Life Wellness Center, it's right over next to Strawn's, the original location.
The original.
I remember as a kid going to that location because it was centenary hardware. If you needed a jig thing for this or a widget for that, and you didn't know where else to go.
Loved centenary hardware.
Absolutely. So we got a lot to talk about today with Stacie Slabaugh of the Balanced Life Wellness Center. Folks, thank you for tuning in, and we appreciate our sponsors who make it all possible. As we've already said, the Balanced Life Wellness Center, Robinson Film Center, Azalea Cleaners, Pintail Roofing, Learning RX, We Train Your Brain, Fertitta's Delicatessen, home of The Godfather, Alligator Italian Sausage, Pretty Good Muffies too, SRT, Sales Training, Uprising, Addiction Center, and Mira, Direct Primary Care. Stacie Slabaugh, Dr. Stacie Slabaugh from The Balanced Life. We're going to try to get our life balanced today. Here on Strategies for Living. Stay with us.
When life gets loud and you can't find peace, there's a calm that's calling you release. Lauren, David, and Stacie too, bringing balance and healing to you. Sound is the bridge where science meets soul. Tune into healing, let it make you whole. Tune out the chaos, tune into you. Let the Balanced Life will help you renew with Stacie and Strategies for Living. Find your rhythm, your light, your beginning. Because everything is energy, and vibration connects us all.
Yes, it does. Welcome into Strategies for Living. Lauren Leon McMillian, Dr. Stacie Slabaugh, David McMillian with you. It's always such a breath of fresh air when you come and visit
Well,
with
thank
us.
you. It's a fresher breath air to be here.
And the thing is, I go back to the synchronicity of Lauren and I a couple of years ago, I guess. Now,
Well, we would drive by, and there was a few times where it's like somebody was tapping me on my shoulder. You need to go there.
Yeah.
We need to go there.
Yeah.
We need to see what that's about.
but one day
Yeah.
I pulled in.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank goodness you were there, and
I was there, and you could come in the door,
and so
which is rare
Yeah.
because I'm
Right.
usually behind locked doors
Right.
because I'm with a client.
because
Yeah.
you're back with the client, and
Yeah.
you do one client at a time, and so let's start there. Let's start with the Balanced Life Wellness Center. Thank goodness you decided you were going to do this. How do you explain to people what you do at the Balanced Life?
My first and number one goal is to help you exhale.
Oh,
It's as simple as that.
yeah.
That's my first.
We've
When
all
you-
collectively, we've all kind of got our
We're kind of holding
Yeah.
our breath.
We're
we're
holding our
holding
breath.
our breath
We
these
are.
days. Yeah.
We are. And I don't think we realize how much we are. And I've seen it. I'm looking at more and more people, even outside of my wellness center. I'll just look at people and I can just see the exhaustion.
Yeah.
And I just see that people in general are tired. They're exhausted. They're tired of the quote fight. But I don't know that they realize it. We're, we were talking a little bit earlier about the frog in boiling
Right.
water.
Yeah, the old story.
And I
yeah.
think we thought we were starting out in the jacuzzi.
It felt that way at first, but now,
Collectively, we're realizing I might be boiling.
yeah.
And so we're tensing up, we're tightening up, we're holding our breath. We're hunkered down for the fight. And I don't know that we realize we're hunkered down for the fight.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, what we really need to do more than anything right now is to relax.
It's to
and
relax.
to surrender.
Breathe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
breathe.
Yeah.
and life is so busy and it's becoming more and more busy and we're struggling and we're constantly in our computers and constantly in our phones. And so I invite you first and foremost to just come in and give yourself an hour to exhale.
That is, Lauren and I will be there tomorrow.
Yes.
And we're, full disclosure, folks, we're regulars. And it's something that I look forward to.
Yes.
When we come in, one of us gets tuned.
Yep.
And the other one of us, I don't know how to even say what.
The cheek coil.
Yeah. We go and relax
Yes,
for an hour.
one sits in the Chi Life Center.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
considered the Chi Life Center.
The Chillax Center. I like-
Life.
Life.
Yeah, Chi Life.
Chi Life Center. Okay. I like
And so-
chillax. too.
yeah, I like chillax. That's good. We might have to coin that.
Yeah,
That works.
yeah.
Chillax. So one of you goes and chillaxes, and one of
Well,
you.
some of us,
gets
sometimes
tuned.
I fall asleep. But
Yeah,
that's another story.
That's a whole nother
Yeah.
story. No, and I can do that. Actually, I have more and more people that are asking about that and wanting to do that. So it is on kind of two separate sides, and so we can still respect the privacy of the person getting tuned because I do, regard that. Sometimes we talk about things that
Right.
Don't
But the
want-
other
don't
person
want
has earphones
everybody
on.
to hear. So the other person has earphones on. They have music going through. I would say 80% of the time they're sound asleep over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it just is a natural thing because you just relax.
Yeah.
You're cool. You can get a visual aspect of, but so many times it's so relaxing
Yeah.
that, okay, well, just a quick nap.
A quick nap.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so if that's what you do, if that's what you come in for or bring your friend or your loved one in for is just to sit in the zero gravity chair with the earphones on and just relax, that is 50 solid minutes of just tuning out the world
Yeah.
and relaxing. And you don't have the boss or the kids or the whoever in your ear, and you put the phone down. And I have so many people tell me, I feel this way, but I like to get the feedback. I have so many people tell me, it's really funny. A lot of people won't realize that they've gone to sleep.
Right.
And they will tell me, well, I almost dozed off, but I didn't quite go to sleep. And I'm not going to embarrass you, but in my mind, I'm like, oh, is that what that snoring sound was? So you actually are dozing off, but that's beautiful. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I want you
Absolutely.
to. But it's not, I have a lot of people. I'm one. I don't like to nap usually during the day because if I lay down for a nap, I'm done for the rest of the day. I can't
Right.
get back in the groove of things. And so I'm not a big napper. And so if that's what you're scared of, it is different.
Yeah, well,
It's refreshing. And
Because
so it's
stuff
not
is
like,
stuff is going on at the energetic level.
Yes. I mean, you're being worked on. The chi coils and the sounds that you're hearing in your earphones are working on things. And so they're actually, while you feel that you're relaxing and dozing off a little bit, they're re-energizing you,
Right.
re-energizing your mind and body.
And
So when you wake up from that little bit of doze off, you're ready to go.
Yeah. And what's happening there, and whether you're in the chi coils or whether you're being tuned,
Yeah, because you fall asleep a lot during that too.
yes, I do.
she gave you away.
Yes, she does. That's okay. Because everything is energy and everything is frequency.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and you said tune out the world, and I think maybe it's actually tuning into the world,
Our inner world.
our inner
The
world,
world
the real
within.
world,
the real
Yeah.
world.
right?
Yeah.
And the chi coils and even the tuning session, you're, like David was saying, it's energy. You're getting information, and actually you're better able to receive information when you're in that complete state of relaxation.
Yes.
Even if that means being unconscious.
Right. And I have, I can do it both ways, especially with tuning. With the chi coils, if you're doing the sound lounge or you're over in the chi coil, the Chi Life Center, that I prefer, you have the headphones on, you don't talk. Even if you bring a friend or a loved one with you, you get quiet, you put the phone down, and you just relax and give into that.
Give yourself a break.
But now with biofield tuning, I have it both ways. I have clients that we will talk and interact the entire time,
Right.
and that is perfectly fine because the sound is working at a sub level.
Yep.
Right. So, and you could actually put headphones on. People will say, I have people with hearing aids, hearing devices, and they'll say, do I need to leave them in or leave them out? How well do I need to hear it? Your ears don't have to hear it at all.
Right.
Your
Right.
body is hearing it.
Right. It's feeling
And so we can have a conversation while I'm tuning you, and you might not even kind of be realizing the sound. And so we can have a conversation, and your body is still receiving the full benefits of that tuning session.
Yeah.
But I also have people that come in and they like to use it as their spa session, and they don't want to talk, and they just want to doze off a little bit or meditate or be quiet. And I fully respect that. I actually love that because there's great benefits to that. Because as Lauren, as you just said,
Right.
it's working on an energetic level, and your energetic body is taking that, receiving that,
Yes, it is.
using that as transformation. So whether you're awake and talking or you doze off in a biofield tuning session, it all works.
Yeah, I mean, because I was going to say the benefit of talking too, I think, is it's happening on two levels then, a lot of times.
Yeah, it's therapeutic in two ways.
Right, because then you are working on both the subconscious level, but then also on the conscious level.
Well,
if you're
really
able
in three
to,
ways, because it's truly mind, body, and spirit.
Right.
With the biofield, well, with the other two, everything is mind, body, and spirit. But with the biofield tuning, it is strongly mind, body, spirit, because the tuning is affecting really that spirit, right? It's your
The spirit body,
biofield,
yeah.
that spirit body, that the aura, the biofield, the etheric body.
Right.
It's also called. So the tuning, I'm working in that area, and it's affecting that. I also use the forks on the body a little bit, and it literally helps reduce your physical pain.
Right.
So it is affecting your physical body. But then if we're talking during it, it is also helping your mind.
Right.
So it's
How many
therapeutic on the
people
mind.
have you blown away with? They came in with knee pain and walked out without pain.
Well, I'll tell you this, not just blown away with that. Well, I will tell a story real quick. A couple of weeks ago, I had a client of mine say, can you help my 85-year-old mom? She can barely walk. And I said, absolutely. And so 85-year-old mom came in and I said, what are your goals? What would you like? Well, I want to walk out of here walking. I want to be able to walk. I don't want to be in pain. I'm tired of sitting at home in my chair in pain every night.
Right.
And I said, well, I tell you what, I will promise you that we can affect your pain level and that we can, get you to a next level, especially in this first session. But, come back 3 or 4 times.
Right.
And each of them builds on each other.
Right.
And that will be even better. I said, but I'm not going to promise you a magic bullet.
Right.
And I'm not going to promise you that when you go home tonight that you're going to be able to do the jig.
Right.
And that everything's going to be okay.
Right.
but just bear with me and let's give it the process. And I've never seen anything so amazing in my life. So her daughter brought hers, the one that brought her there. Her daughter stayed up front and waited for her to be done. And we got done. And so I walked out of the room and I made sure she got up and got ready or whatever. And I went ahead to talk to the daughter a minute. And so we're standing at the front of my building and we both turn around. This woman had walked in on a cane, bent over, and putting all of her weight shakily on her cane to get back to the tuning room. When she walked out, she was striding and strutting her stuff like
love
Oh
it.
man.
I
and
love
we
it.
both turned around, her daughter and I turned around, and our jaws hit the floor. And we said,
Yeah.
so that was that surpassed even my expectations.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can experience that profound
right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's possible.
a change.
That's
That
the
is
kind of
possible.
thing that happens at 115 Kings Highway. It's called the Balanced Life Wellness Center. Dr. Stacie Slabaugh is with us today. Now, if you want to check this out, go to thebalancedlife.us. Great website. In fact, if you want to go ahead and book your initial session, you can do that right there
Yes.
at thebalancedlife.us. And I hope you'll do that because if you've been the conventional routes and it's just not doing it for you, you don't have to continue to suffer.
Even if you just need to exhale.
There you go. The Balanced Life Wellness Center. Stacie Slabaugh with us today here on Strategies for Living. Be right back.
Facing the same old problems day to day makes you wanna holler, get away. Looking for the road that'll get me there. Looking for hope and peace to spare. Looking for strategies for living radio. Your dose of radio rehab. Strategies for living radio.
Welcome back. Welcome back into Strategies for Living Radio. Lauren Leon McMillian, David McMillian, Dr. Stacie Slabaugh from the Balanced Life Wellness Center with us today. Check it out. Check out the thebalancedlife.us. You'll get a good idea from the website of what goes on. Although, I would say there's an asterisk there. You still have to go in. You're really not going to. You're not going to get the full benefit and the full idea until you experience it.
Yes, you are absolutely right.
It is
an experience.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
An experience like few people have. You've experienced nothing like it until you experience it.
Even walking in, and I know you've heard this, Stacie. Lauren and I have talked about this before, but we talked a few minutes ago about stopping the first time and coming in. Even the first time that you walk into your space at 115 Kings Highway, and folks, where that is everybody knows where the old Strong's is, where the original Strong's is. It's right next door.
Yes.
Centenary Hardware used to be in that location. Shreveport Music was in that location for many years. And, and that location still is about fixing things and tuning things.
It is.
Isn't
it
that
was
wild?
meant to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. When someone comes in the first time, Stacie, what's kind of what do you attempt to accomplish and do when somebody comes in and says, my knees are hurting, my back is hurting, I've been here, I've been there, but I'm still hurting. What is it that you attempt to do right away?
Unless you have heard of a particular modality and come in wanting to do so, a lot of people follow Eileen McCusick and find out about biofield tuning, and they specifically want to come in.
Right,
and
they come in
experience
and
that.
ask
They come
for
in,
that.
and
And
that's what they want to do.
that's the tuning
no matter
forks.
that's the tuning forks.
Yeah.
So no matter what's going on, they come in and they do that. But if you come to me with pain, with inflammation, with just, I can't find resolution for this anywhere else, with stress, the first thing we're going to do is a scan. It's Zyto. It's a Zyto scan. It's a quick and painless little scan. Just doesn't even take 5 minutes, but it gives us a full report on 4 core body systems, as well as what's going on emotionally and a couple of other things.
It nails it too.
It does nail it.
Yeah.
It does nail it. It has nailed it every time. There's never been a time where somebody has said that doesn't match or that doesn't, maybe a little hard to look at. Somebody's like, oh, I didn't want to see that.
There may be some people that look at you and say, how did you know that?
Yeah.
Or I don't want to know that.
If you're coming for answers as to what's going on and for me to help develop a personal protocol for you, then that's the first thing we're going to do is do a scan, do just a little intake interview, figure out what's going on, what are your expectations, what are your goals and desires, and go from there.
Yeah. Now, this is one of those things that, and I think I need to say this, this is not one of those things that, well, you go and then you have to go forever.
Right.
It's recommended that you go 4 or 5 times
So
to
for
really get the
biofield
benefit.
tuning, we do ask to give it a minimum of 3 sessions, 3 to 4 sessions. 4 sessions is ideal. And so I have a lot of clients that that's the route they go. That's the modality they choose. And so we'll do biofield tuning weekly for those first 4 times.
Right.
So they build on each other. Each session builds on the next.
Right.
And so those first 4 times, I would ask for once weekly, the most in between them every 2 weeks, giving your time and budget allowance. But 4 times kind of consecutively, however we can work that out. And then I have a lot of people that will either drop back to every 2 weeks or every 4 weeks.
Right.
And so I have people that have been coming for years once a month because it's kind of like just going to get your massage.
Yeah.
It's just
you got people that just won't leave.
It keeps them in, that's just their monthly reset and to kind of keep them in balance and keep them in check and keep them, and it works really well.
Well, and it makes sense because, you were saying it, Lauren, life goes on.
Yeah.
Life is difficult and hard on a day-to-day basis. And
you're going to get out of tune. You're going to collect things through the month or weeks.
Life's, as I was
it
talking
does.
about the other
It
day.
happens.
And so, when, so I can help get you back in balance, but life is going to life, and it will inevitably throw a kink in there and throw you back out of balance. And so,
and we're always healing. All the time.
To stay on a little maintenance schedule. Yeah. And it's so, I just kind of equated it to massage. And don't get me wrong, I love a good massage. I'm not taking away from any of our massage therapists in town. But it is both like a massage and yet so much different.
So much more.
Much more.
Yeah.
That it draws you. You want to do it because it's
layered to me because sometimes you blow me away by you're all around. If I'm laying on the table and you're doing the tuning, sometimes you'll get to a certain location. And you're not even near me, and you come out and ask about, I'm being facetious here, but did you have a problem when you were 10 with your mother? What? How did you know that?
Yeah.
But again, that's the quote unquote weird part to me.
It's elegant though.
And the elegant part. Yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah.
Because it's all in the biofield. All of that is stored.
It's stored.
Yeah. And if it's out there in the biofield, it's being expressed in our body.
Right.
And it's interesting, like if you go in for a particular problem, like you talked a lot about the knees or, Stacie, you usually tune a specific area or part during the session. And so what I've noticed is when you go out into the field, you'll collect what I call maybe memories, right, of certain times that actually all form this. it's like dots that light up and connect into a puzzle that form
Biophotons.
whatever. Okay.
So you're visual, so you see.
Yeah.
And so in that, what you're kind of seeing,
Yeah.
that's biophotons.
I mean, okay.
So that's science.
Okay, so it's real.
So it's literal
That's what
dots
I'm-
of light.
That's what I'm literally seeing. It's almost like a matrix that connects.
Dots of light.
Okay.
It's biophotons.
And it all forms part of whatever core wound is being accessed and worked on. And it's interesting to me every time, just personal experience when I go in, if you're working on a particular thing, it all comes together and it's very much like parts work.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
a particular wounded part within you, and all of those memories kind of layer out over your time span, but also over obviously literally the biofield, because time is all now in the biofield,
Right. And it's all there.
Right.
It's all there.
I bet when you've had physicians come and lay on the table that you get some real weird questions. And how did you do that?
It is funny because I have both physicians, MDs, and counselors, licensed counselors,
Right.
come, and they respect it, and also maybe fear it a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Because we're not taught this type of stuff in school.
Right.
And so I have a PhD. So I went through traditional schooling. So I know.
Actually, you have a couple of them.
So I know what is taught traditionally.
Right.
Yeah.
And went through the same counseling program that Lauren went through. And we're not taught these types of things. And so it is hard to, if you're, Lauren, you are very lucky that you were, have a foot in both worlds,
Yeah.
so to speak, but most do not. And so it is a different world,
Right.
but it is still science.
Yes. Yeah.
It is very much proven science.
Absolutely.
It's just science we're not taught about in school.
Right.
And so it can be, I have found almost a little intimidating. I had a medical doctor come in, and she's kind of waking up and realizing she wanted some additional therapies and some outside of the box, so to speak, therapies. And she admitted that she was a little intimidated because she said, no, I was giving her credit. I'm sure you know this. I'm sure you know that. I didn't want to, she's a medical doctor. She's highly intelligent.
Sure.
And so I was giving her credit, and I would say, I'm sure you know this. I'm sure you know that. And she finally looked at me and she said, no, I don't. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not taught that in school.
Yeah.
I don't know that, but so it's a different science that more and more people are wanting to learn and discover.
And that's the elegance. You used that word a few minutes ago, elegance and richness. And this is something that we have to, I think, really wrap our minds around. This is not an either or.
right.
No.
It can be a both and.
Yes.
And so you don't have to go the conventional route.
Right.
And again, you have doctors, nurses, counselors that come in.
Right.
So it's not an either or. This is not a choice. It can be
And
both
I
and.
subscribe to that philosophy. I probably began subscribing to that philosophy probably about 15 years ago, both and more in life in general. We limit ourselves so much. The vast majority of us walk around with an either or mentality, and we don't realize it.
We don't
It's
realize how black
white.
and white we are.
We live in a very black and white world, and that limits us extremely.
Right.
So when I learned of the both and more philosophy, I tried to switch to that immediately.
Yeah.
So that is my philosophy in life in general, but especially in my practice. I will never ask you to choose. I will never denigrate your other doctor, whoever that is, whether that's your chiropractor, whether that's your, or however else you
They work together.
relax. I believe in a teamwork approach.
Yeah.
We all can work together, whether that's your traditional medical doctor, whether that's your chiropractor, whether that's your massage therapist, your counselor, me.
Yes.
You can see us all.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And man, can you heal when you do that?
Talk about an elegance to the healing that can take place within somebody's life. The Balanced Life Wellness Center. It's thebalancedlife.us. You can check it out online. In fact, you can even book on thebalancedlife.us. You can book your initial appointment, do everything right there. It's at 115 Kings Highway, right next to Strong's, right across from Centenary College. You know where it is. The Balanced Life Wellness Center. Stacie Slabaugh with us today here on Strategies for Living. Stay with us.
We all have problems every day. We all need help along the way. We need strategies, strategies, strategies for living radio.
And you got them. You got them right here. Strategies for Living Radio. Lots of great strategies. Lauren Leon McMillian, Dr. Stacie Slabaugh, David McMillian. Thank you for being here. Stacie Slabaugh is from the Balanced Life Wellness Center. Talk about a jewel in our community. We are so blessed that the Balanced Life Wellness Center is here. And it's at 115 Kings Highway. You can check it out, thebalancedlife.us. You can even book your initial appointment right there online, thebalancedlife.us. Stacie, you were talking about the young lady who had the knee problem earlier. And I'm wondering, how many people come in for pain? Maybe it's pain in their knees, pain in their elbows, pain in their neck,
That happens
wherever.
a lot.
Yeah.
And how many people come in and then get surprised that they get help in other areas of their life?
A lot. It's hard to even put a percentage on it. Maybe I would say probably at least 80% or more will come in, like you said, their knees hurting. They don't want to go to physical therapy or something. They've heard about this. Someone sent them in and said, hey, go here. Neuropathy, shoulder pain. Man, the tension we opened up with is in a lot of people. I have tons of people coming in for neck and shoulder pain. We're so tense and just turtled up and hunched
Well,
over.
we have a lot of pain in
We
the
have
necks
a lot
out
of
there.
pain in the necks out there. Yes, we do. So whatever the pain is or whatever reason they come in, after probably 2 or 3 sessions, definitely after 4 sessions, I just chuckle every single time, especially my older clients, because they just don't expect it. And
Right.
they always come back in and say, so, I realized I just feel calmer. I just feel like I can handle things a little better.
Yeah.
Does this work with your emotions too? Does this I had to go to Dallas the last weekend and I usually become a nervous wreck and I hate the traffic and I could just handle it. I handled it so much better than I usually do.
Yeah.
And I just chuckle because yes, it absolutely calms your nervous system and gives you the ability to handle life a little bit better.
And we're layered, and so the what you do is layered. When you begin to work on one area, and a person will do the recommended flow, if you will, of coming back,
Right.
For multiple sessions because they build on each other. That's what you realize, that our lives are we're body, we're mind, we're spirit.
Yes.
And then we're a lot of things. You can see the body, and we can experience the mind and the spirit, but you can't see a lot of what's out there that makes us up energetically.
Right. It's all connected.
Yeah.
So not only our mind, body, spirit is connected. You cannot affect one without affecting the other.
Right.
You cannot just look at pain alone. When you get in physical pain, when something happens and you are in physical pain, it affects your mind and your spirit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You become
Absolutely.
exhausted. You become tired. You become aggravated. You become cranky and angry, and you snap easier.
Absolutely.
And so, you could be a monk sitting at the top of the mountain, and when you hurt and you're in pain for long periods of time, you get a little more snappy than maybe you usually are, right?
Yeah.
So it affects one thing, affects the other, but it doesn't stop there. It's not just mind, body, spirit. We're all also connected.
Yeah.
Right.
And we're connected with everything in the universe. We are one, so to speak,
Right.
if you want to get really, metaphysical and woo-woo
Right,
and all that.
right.
We're all one and we are all connected. And so not only if I go out there and shred my knee somehow and it makes my mind and spirit hurt and I become cranky and irritable and intense and all the things, I'm now affecting those closest to me as
Right.
well.
Right.
The network.
The
Yeah,
network.
Yeah.
I'm affecting the network.
So when
we all
I'm
affect
healing
each other.
when I'm healing me,
I'm
in
healing the
effect, I'm
world.
healing the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
it isn't, especially your lineage. It is
Yeah.
an up-down chain.
Oh, yeah.
And I have seen that a lot, that as I begin to help, or I will say, I don't use the word that I heal because your own body does that. I just put you in the state to do it.
Right.
But as
You take away the blocks.
I take away the blocks.
Yeah.
As I help a mother or daughter heal, and that's where it's most prominent, as I help a mother or daughter heal, I will often get reports back that the other one suddenly is, oh my God, I went and saw my mom the other day and she did this and I got along with her so much better. Because it is healing the lineage. It's all connected. It is not disconnected.
Yeah.
Well, and it's connected not just energetically, but biologically.
But biologically.
Now we're understanding how the cells are all connected informationally. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how much time we have. I won't go into it in detail, but you just take the
About 3 minutes. You got plenty.
The science of and I'm gonna hack it here.
Yeah.
Lauren, you may know what I'm talking about.
I think I know where you're going, but
Of when a
your
woman
grandmother?
gets when a woman is pregnant, even if she does not carry that child
yes.
to term,
yes,
the fetus, those cells send
Circulate.
healing signals. They circulate throughout the mother, and the cells of the baby heal the mother.
Yep.
Yes.
Forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Forever. Even if for whatever reason we do not end up carrying the baby to full term, the cells did their work and
Yes.
they are now circulating through the mother, and they are healing cells that will help to heal the mother in perpetuity.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you just take that. That is fact. That is absolute science.
Right.
That shows how connected we are
Yeah.
and how we can heal each other.
each other. Yeah.
And again, this is not something that is taught in traditional school,
Right.
traditional graduate school, traditional medical school. I think it will be at some point in the future, but I think we're probably
hope so.
talking way in the
Yeah.
future. In the meantime, though, we can experience it with modalities like you're offering.
Yeah. Come see me.
Yeah, I mean, and you will probably be surprised. Come as you are.
And I will say too, come as you are, no matter who you are or where you are in life or your belief system, this surpasses all. But this is not a belief system.
Right.
This
You don't
has
have to
nothing
subscribe
do
to a
with- You
particular.
don't have to subscribe to anything. This isn't woo-woo, far out there stuff. This is science, metaphysical science, but I fully respect where you are in your belief system, and I have people from all across the board, and none of that matters. Just
Right.
come in as you are, where you are, who you are, and experience it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you heal you help heal the world. And so, and especially your world. I mean, there was a guy that went around a couple of thousand years ago, the kingdom of heaven is within you.
Yeah.
And
There was a guy that said that. He's
I
pretty
think-
famous.
I
Well,
think
and
he was-
science is showing that the universe is inside us.
Yeah,
Right.
Inside
I
of
mean,
us, right?
science
Yeah.
now is has caught up
Right.
and is confirming.
Yeah,
All right.
science is catching up with a couple thousand years ago.
There you go. 115 Kings Highway. It's right next door to the original Straughns. The easiest thing to do is go to thebalancedlife.us. Great website. So you can really get a flavor and an idea of what the Balanced Life Wellness Center is all about, and you can book your initial appointment
You can.
right there,
You can.
right online. And Stacie Slabaugh has. We're so blessed that she decided to. She has studied and studied and studied, not just one PhD, but two. Dr. Stacie
just keep
Slabaugh.
going.
Yeah, I love it. The Balanced Life Wellness Center. Check it out. We'll be back with strategies in just a moment. Welcome back. Welcome back into Strategies for Living. Lauren Leon McMillian, David McMillian. Every time that Dr. Stacie Slabaugh comes to Strategies, we always need more time.
Absolutely. We can never have enough time with Stacie.
No, and so
She brings the healing energy everywhere she goes.
there you go.
Well, that's my goal. I hope I do.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely. You
and
radiate.
you can get in on that healing energy, folks. Thebalancedlife.us. We can't continue the conversation today, but you can continue. You can start a conversation if you haven't been to the Balanced Life. Thebalancedlife.us. Stacie, we've got about a minute. What do we want to leave people with today? What do you want people to take away from our conversation today?
Well, if you're driving, don't do it right now, but I want you to stop and take a minute, maybe close your eyes. Again, not if you're driving, don't close your eyes. Close your eyes and become aware of your body and become aware of how tense you are.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're holding your breath, come and exhale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come give yourself 1 hour. That's all it takes to exhale and feel the difference.
You will be surprised and so wonderfully
Astounded, relieved.
Yeah.
All of the,
so glad that you did.
Yeah.
Stacie, thank you. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
And thank you for being a great life strategist as always, giving us a lot to contemplate, a lot to think about.
Look forward to next time.
Yeah. TheBalancedLife.us, 115 Kings Highway, right next door to Strong's. You can book your appointment online, TheBalancedLife.us. Folks, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you being with us, and we appreciate our sponsors making it all possible. The Robinson Film Center, and Azalea Cleaners, and Pintail Roofing. Learning RX, we train your brain. The Balanced Life Wellness Center. Fertitta's Delicatessen, home of the Godfather. Alligator Italian Sausage, pretty good muffies too. SRT, Sales Training. Uprising, Addiction Center. And Mira, Direct Primary Care. If today were the last day of your life, you only had one more phone call that you could make. So who would you call? And what are you going to say? And why are you waiting? Make the call. For Dr. Stacie Slabaugh, for Lauren McMillian, I'm David McMillian. See you next time right here on Strategies for Living.